What is going on, guys? We are back with another Division 2 video. With all the excitement that's been going on with Warlords of New York being just around the corner, coming out on March 3rd, there's been a lot of excitement, a lot of new information coming out, and today we're going to have some new information for you guys. Catch 'em all. Okay, guys, so with Warlords of New York being just around the corner, we have been getting our game time, and getting ready for all the new content that's to come. Now, again, Warlords of New York comes out on March 3rd. You know we're going to be there. You know we're going to be streaming it. You know we're going to have videos for it. And I wanted to give you guys this new information. Now, while we're talking about streaming, I do want to go ahead and put the plug in. Go ahead and drop that right there. Okay. If you guys are interested, come hang out with us. I greatly appreciate it. And want to thank everybody for the love and support that you guys have been showing on the videos. Seriously, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Now, I know you guys want to hear this information, so let's go ahead and start jumping on into it. Now, with Warlords in New York, we have 4 new gear sets that we know of. There could be more, not sure, but this is what has been leaked. Big shout out to the Division Academy. That's where I found this information, and I was stoked. I was super stoked when I found it. I love finding these little things, you know, and stuff like that. Like when you see leaks, you can't help but get excited. I hope you guys get as excited as I am. Now, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Your first gear set is going to be the Grupo Sombra. Now, this one is definitely tailored to the offensive players, the guys that want to run crit builds, etc. This is going to be your favorite, in my opinion. So, starting off with 15% critical hit damage with your first Grupo Sombra item. Your second item is going to give you 15% explosive damage. And your third item is going to give you 10% headshot damage. The 15% crit hit and 10% headshot is a seller for me on its own. I think this is going to be a very popular item and a very sought after item that's really tailored to the offensive players. And I'm really stoked to see some builds and do some builds with this. So again, that to me is your best offensive one. Let's go ahead and crash on into our first defensive gear set. I think a lot of defensive guys are going to enjoy this gear set, in my opinion. So first up is going to be the Golden Gear LTD. And with your first Golden Gear item, you're going to get 10% status effect. Your second item is going to give you 1% armor regeneration. And your third item is going to give you 5% total armor. So, I mean, matching this up, you could get some pretty tanky builds. This is definitely, you know, it's definitely tailored to the guys that want to be just an absolute tank and pretty much never want to die. So, this is going to be, I think, you guys' gear set here. Going into our second defensive gear set, and a lot of people may argue this is offensive, but to me, it's got more defense than offense, but it is one that I'm going to be excited for and that I'm going to be using, and I think a lot of offensive players will still be using this. And that's going to be the SRO. I'm not even going to try to say the rest of the whole first part there. I'm not going to. I'm going to mess it up. I already know it. So, our first SRO item is going to give you 10% critical hit chance. This is kind of where I'm talking about on this as far as the offensive versus defensive here. So, first item, 10% critical hit chance. Your second item is going to give you 10% hazard protection. Now, no one, as far as I know of, is still 100% certain of how the new hazard system is going to work, and I'm very curious to see how much this part plays a role into it. Our third SRO item is going to give you 8% health. Not a bad one. So again, I think this is kind of a good mixed. You know, you're getting that crit hit chance, but you're getting the hazard protection and the health. I still think the people that prefer the tankier builds are most likely going to go with the Golan, but this is definitely going to be something that people are going to be doing builds with, whether it be offensive or defensive. I think this is going to be a really solid gear set. Now, going into our third gear set, we've got the Hannah U Corporation coming in strong for the skill build, guys. I know you guys are going to love this one. So our first Hannah U item is going to give you 20% skill haste. Third one is going to give you 10% skill damage. And your last but not least item is going to give you the 5% weapon damage. So I like how they did this. You got 2 skill and then a weapon damage. That way, even, you know, it's kind of giving that compensation for putting all your eggs in the skill based basket. So I like how they did that. I think this is going to be a really solid gear set as well. Now, we also know that a lot of our gear sets and brand sets, etc., however you want to word it, are going to be changing in all the brands that we already know. I will be doing a separate video on that. We're not going to cover that in today's video as much as I would have liked to. We're not going to be doing that in today's video. So, one last thing I want to take note on here, guys. If you didn't notice, so our SRO item is a face mask. Our Golan item is a backpack. Our Grupo Sombra is also a backpack. And our Hannah U is also a backpack. So, just taking that little bit of detail in these pictures, we know that 3 of them are backpacks. 1 of them is a face mask. We don't know if there's going to be certain items that they aren't going to have. You know, maybe they're not going to have gloves. We don't know. But we do know that 3 of them have backpacks and 1 of them has a face mask. So, take that information with whatever you will. And we but if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smack the like button. If you learned something new, smack the like button. If you're new around here, crush that sub button, ding the notification bell. You guys have been showing a lot of love and support, and I greatly appreciate it. It means the absolute world to me. You guys are amazing, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Till then, deuces, fam.
Glad you made it. Ready when you are. Let's do this.